DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Today's daily motivation is the objective of the game is to win. Now, I know some of you come from different backgrounds than the background that I come from, but you're watching my videos, so I'm going to tell you this from my perspective. Everything I tell you is from my perspective, but I'm just framing this to let you understand. I come from the sports background. And in the sports background, we have an objective arbiter, an objective judge and jury that is known as the scoreboard. The scoreboard does not have an opinion. The scoreboard does not have feelings. The scoreboard does not have lived experience. The scoreboard does not have emotions. The scoreboard does not have a menstrual cycle. The scoreboard does not have biases. Scoreboard just tells you straight up, black and white, what's going on. And I'm saying all of that to say this: the objective of the game when you play a sport is to win on the scoreboard. When the game is over, you need to have more points than the other team has, whatever sport you happen to be playing. And hopefully you're playing a sport that just goes off the objective scoreboard, not something that goes off of judges like figure skating or boxing if the match goes the whole distance. I like black and white scoreboard, objective, no human opinion involved type of events. Those are kind of games that I like to play personally. And that's why I'm talking about this. So for you in your life, even if you're not playing a sport, you need to decide what the win is for you. What constitutes winning? What do I need to achieve to know that I have won? What is the black and white objective way that I can look at this and say, if I cross this line, I'm winning. If I don't cross this line, I am not winning, which is losing, or at least at that point you're losing. You may be able to change the situation the next day, but right now I'm losing because I haven't crossed this line yet. You need to know exactly what that is. And some of you may be listening to this and you may think, man, Dre, that's a little bit harsh. It's a little bit hard on myself, might be putting a little bit of pressure on myself. It may induce anxiety in me. It might cause me to maybe feel not so great about myself if I happen to be below the line and I'm losing at that time, or somebody else knows about it and they can point out that I'm losing and I'm not winning. I can say it to myself that I'm not winning. And then it's like, now I got all this pressure. Now I had to do something to get myself back into the winning position because I haven't measured up to the bar that I've set here. If I was to do all the stuff that you're saying, Dre. So I don't know if, I don't know, you might be a little bit concerned about everything that I'm putting forth to you. My response to that is exactly. That's exactly what's supposed to happen. You should be putting pressure on yourself. You should feel anxious if you have set a bar for what winning constitutes in your life and you are not living at or above that bar. You should feel like you need to push yourself and go harder and spend more time, wake up earlier, go to bed later, put more effort in. Maybe you need to make some adjustments to your overall program. Maybe you need to fire yourself from doing certain jobs because clearly you ain't good at getting the outcome. So maybe you need to get somebody who is more qualified on the job, which is what all high level people do, by the way. This is why every high level professional, whether in business, sports, or in between, notice that they all have trainers. They all have experts around them who they pay money to help them perform at a higher level. Why? So that they don't have to focus on doing everything. They can focus on their main thing, and the experts around them can help them with the areas that they need help with. This is what all smart, high-level performing people do. And we know what low-level people do. They try to do everything on their own, fail at it, and then they get anxious when somebody tells them you need to put some pressure on yourself to perform at a higher level, which is what I'm telling you right now. You need to put pressure on yourself. And if that means anxiety, if it means stress, if it means extra work, if it means you got to step outside of your comfort zone and do some different things, that's exactly what you need to be doing. You should be happy that you're getting this advice. You should be happy that you're getting this perspective right now, because if I hadn't given it to you, some of you who listen to me right now, you wouldn't do anything. You would just keep doing the same stuff that you've been doing that you already know is not helping you get to where you want to go. And you would keep justifying and rationalizing why it's okay. That is the mindset of a failure. That's the mindset of the average person. And if you look around in your life, most people are average. And if I'm describing you right now, you look around, most of the people you're around, all of them are average. How do I know this? Because of the thing called the law of association. You become the average of the people you spend the most time with. So if you are the one doing these things that I just described, I guarantee you don't have any high level people around you. I know you don't, because if you did, they would stop hanging with you. They look at you and say, what is this person doing? All right, they keep rationalizing nonsense that clearly is not getting them where they want to go, yet they keep coming up with excuses for why it's okay. I'm not hanging with this person anymore. They would either kick you out of their circle or they would just remove themselves from your circle. So they kick you out of their circle or they remove themselves from your circle. So they would just not hang around you anymore. They stop responding to your texts. They stop taking your calls. Like, you ain't invited when they go out anymore because they can't be hanging around people like you playing the game at a low level. So the whole point here today is the objective is winning. So you need to define what your win is. It needs to be black and white defined what winning is. And you need to hold yourself accountable to actually winning. If you're not holding yourself accountable to that win, then you can't call yourself serious about winning. You can't call yourself serious about creating success for yourself. The only way you can be successful is to achieve a desired outcome. If you don't have a clearly desired outcome, clearly defined outcome, i.e. a win, it is impossible for you to succeed, which means you have no other choice but to fail. This is a binary. You are succeeding or you're failing, one or the other. So you get to define this. Good news is you get to set your own bar as to what it is. Just make sure you don't set that bar low just to make yourself comfortable, and then you end up reaching it. And then despite the fact that you reached your bar, you're still pretty much amongst the mediocre. You're pretty much amongst the average, even though you reached your bar. All right, so don't set yourself up for failure here. Don't screw yourself over here by just trying to make it easy on yourself. And this is what, again, most mediocre and average people do. This is the reason why every high level person or person who aspires to be high level gets a coach around them, because the coach will help you set a bar for yourself that is going to push you to do things other than what you've been doing. You just want to keep doing the same stuff you've been doing, that you can remain average and keep hanging around those average, mediocre losers that you call friends, coworkers, and your family members. Let's be honest. All that said, that's today's daily motivation. I do send out a daily motivation text message every day as well as doing this video. If you want to double dip and get 2 daily motivations from me, text me to get my number, 305-384-6894. Work on Your Game University is where I do all my coaching. All my high level trainings are there. Anybody want to know, is there a next level? It's at workonyourgameuniversity.com. Both of those links down below in the description. Lastly, do all the YouTube stuff. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, like the video, share the video, comment on the video. Let me know the best point you got from today's daily motivation. Have an amazing day. Work on your game.